So today I have some exciting news for you. Today we're going to review the Masunaga 108s. That's what I'm wearing now. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back to talk more about Masunaga. So I recorded this entire video out here in the 115-degree heat, only to find that I had forgotten to press record. So if I look hot and exhausted, it's because I am. Masunaga was founded in Sabae, Fukui Prefecture, in the northern part of Japan. Masunaga, founded in 1905 by Gozaemon Masunaga and his brother Kohachi. They began taking high school children and putting them on teams of 5 with one Master Craftsman that would lead the team, which they recruited from Tokyo and Osaka. Their goal was to raise the standard of living in the area and provide the young people of the area with marketable skills as well as raising the level of education. This area was originally a farming area where the people really struggled during the winter. So then they would apprentice at Masunaga during the day, and then Gozaemon would teach them reading, writing, and arithmetic at night, as he was formerly a school teacher. After decades working this way, they would become certified Master Craftsmen and would open their own shops in Fukui. In this way, Sabae Fukui became the eyewear capital of the world, known for making the best handmade eyewear in the world, with extraordinary precision and care, driven by the Japanese principle of Monozukuri, or the pursuit of perfection in master craftsmanship. Today, 97% of all eyewear manufactured in Japan is made in Fukui. Masunaga is family-owned and operated, led today by CEO Satoru Masunaga, since 1989, the founder's great-grandson. They make the best eyewear in the world, and they're all made by hand by their master craftsmen using a proprietary 200-step process. They don't rush the process, nor do they take any shortcut, and it takes almost 9 months to produce a pair of handmade eyewear. In 1911, Masunaga won its first gold medal at the National Manufacturing Trade Exhibition. In 1932, Masunaga received the Japanese Manufacturers Association Award for service to trade industries. And in 1933, Masunaga was selected to make eyewear exclusively for the Japanese emperor, who was considered to be a living god among the people. Their acetate frames featured Japanese beta titanium core wires in the temples, which often include intricate hand-carved detailed coining work. Most manufacturers use stainless steel core wires in their temples, which is heavier and less flexible than titanium, because inserting titanium core wires into a temple is a nightmare. The titanium core wire used in this frame is stronger and lighter, which makes these frames lighter compared to other manufacturers. The Masunaga 108 is a stunning example of an acetate frame that has a narrower profile and just a little bit of bulk in the front, but it's also very light on the face and super comfortable. They feature 18-karat gold hinge lugs engraved with 1905, which was the year that Masunaga was founded. They also feature distinctive hex head screws in 18-karat gold that fasten the flared temples to the underlying core wire, which also appear on the front of the frame, attaching the 5-barrel 18-karat gold hinges to the front of the frame. The inside of the temples feature a clear acetate laminate window through which you can see the gorgeous corning work on the core wire. This is the inside of the temple, in keeping with Masunaga's theme of quiet luxury, rather than putting the 18-karat gold or emblazing their name on the outside of the temple. The color number is 19, which is black. That's the one that I'm wearing now. It's printed in white letters at the end of the right temple. The sizing information is printed in white letters on the right temple as well. The frame is a 52 eye size, 20 nose bridge, and 145 temple arm, with a height of 38.2 and a 5 base curve. On the left temple arm, you can see Masunaga 108 printed in white letters, and the Japanese characters on the temples mean ray of light. To the IoT Endless Progressive Trivex lenses, I've added an Italy double gradient tint that starts at 30% leaf green at the top of the lens, blending into a 30% gold tint at the bottom of the lens. I then added a gray XTRActive transition to them so that they turn into full sunglasses in the sun, as you can see here. XTRActive transitions are the only type of transitions that will actually get dark behind the windshield of a car, because the windshield of a car blocks most of the UV light. These respond not just to UV light, but also to infrared and visible light as well. They also get darker than the Gen S transitions in hot weather. However, they take slightly longer to activate, and they return to clear in about 4 or 5 minutes, whereas the Gen S transitions return to clear in about 1 minute and 25 seconds. So I've been in the shade for a couple of minutes. You'll notice that they're almost back to clear. They're probably back to a category 1 sunglass. One of the things that I really like about ActiveX transitions is that they seem like they get dark enough for me to not feel like I want to wear sunglasses. Most of the transitions I have in my other pairs of glasses are Gen S transitions, so they change really fast. It only takes a couple of seconds for them to get dark, and then it only takes about a minute for them to come back to clear. What I like about these XTRActive transitions is they feel like they get dark enough that I don't feel like I need to carry an extra pair of sunglasses with me wherever I go, even in the bright sunlight. And we're talking about the middle of the desert here. So I think for people that live in hot climates, the XTRActive transition is really the way to go. And not only that, but the fact that it takes longer for them to go back to clear doesn't bother me. The change that you experience with the Gen S transition seems a bit abrupt to me, and certainly not appropriate for the desert. I kind of want them to linger just a little bit. And with the XTRActive lenses, they do linger just a little bit. I find that very helpful to kind of get your eyes used to the indoor light again. Now, my general impressions of these frames, they looked a lot bigger when I ordered them, and then when I unboxed them, the feeling I got is they are kind of dainty, and I wasn't really looking for a small frame. They're very narrow. I'm really looking for something that's a bit chunkier in terms of the acetate and a bit heavier and sturdier, and that's one of the reasons why I'm probably going to return them and exchange them for a pair of Masunaga 100s in a different color and do some different things with that. So you'll see that in an upcoming video. So that is the Masunaga 108 acetate frame in color number 19, which is black and gold, with a double gradient leaf green tint blending into a gold tint at the bottom and a gray XTRActive transition. Next up, we'll be reviewing the Masunaga 100 frame, which is a much larger frame with a 52 eye size, 21 nose bridge, and 150 temple arm, a height of 40.6 and a 5 base curve. But this time we're going to look at color code 25, which is a dark polished deep navy blue on top of the frame, blending to a Demi tortoise at the bottom. To this, we're at a striking double gradient Bali sunset 30% tint at the top of the lens, blending into a watermelon tint at the bottom, complemented with the XTRActive brown transition. Okay, I've been out in the heat just about as long as I want to today. So I'm gonna go back inside and get some water before I finish this video. So thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.